Hello and welcome to the Drep and Stone podcast, a podcast where two friends raise a glass and have a conversation. I'm Nick.
And I'm Kyle.
Kyle, it is so good to see you here in the Whiskey Cave.
Yeah, thanks for letting me be here.
Yeah, well, you're one of the privileged only, essentially. You are the privileged one.
That's right.
Yeah.
The chair has formed to the shape of my gluteus maximus.
Well, that's not entirely true, and I can tell you why.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
No.
We've discussed it.
Yeah.
And I just don't like the image.
Of me sitting in your chair.
Just doesn't feel right.
No, it feels great. Because I'm like, man, my butt is small.
Woo! Nice.
No, it feels great over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're nice chairs.
They're okay. They're not nice chairs. They are chairs that serve a purpose.
They suffice.
They are utilitarian.
That's right.
That's how I searched it. Yeah, when I found
utilitarian chair.
Nice. Gray utilitarian chair.
I like it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm using that term correctly.
Utilitarian?
Yeah.
Good question.
I don't know. But I also think there are three heads on Mount Rushmore. So, there's that. That's what we call a callback, Kyle.
Yeah. You got to do a thing the other day.
Yeah.
I unfortunately did not get to go to.
Yeah. I had
let's
to
talk about it.
I had to venture out without you into the big wide world.
The wilds of Tampa.
It was scary at first, but I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you go do?
I went to Bolt's Brewfest.
Hey.
Yeah, we were invited again to go to Bolt's Brewfest.
Yep.
And I was like, hell yeah. We unfortunately couldn't make it to Bolt's Brewfest 2025, but as soon as I saw 26, I was like, yes, let's go.
That was 2 years ago was the last time that we went?
Yeah, 24 was the last time we went. We did not go to 25.
You sure?
I am sure.
So all that stuff was from 2024?
Yes, sir.
That feels like not that long ago.
I know.
Crazy.
It was such a good time.
Always a great time.
Yeah.
It's always a fun fest.
It really was. And this year, they kind of paced things a little bit differently. They've always had like a VIP area, but the VIP area was a little more like out in the open. You could see a lot of things. It drew a lot of attention. Man, they know how to run a good festival there.
For sure.
Yeah, and that's put on, I think the major sponsor is Publix, but that's put on by our friends at Creative Loafing, which is a local newspaper here in Tampa. Yep. It's also put on, obviously, by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and we got to do a locker room tour. It was amazing. It was so cool to do that.
Very cool.
And I like hockey. I'm not like the biggest hockey fan, but like just to be able to go into a professional.
There's some guys out there like 7 feet tall, man.
Oh, yeah. I am not the biggest hockey fan.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Bigger than me.
Oh yeah, way bigger than me. Like getting to go into the locker room of a professional sports team, it's a cool experience.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, getting to do that, getting to walk around and sample a bunch of amazing beers. I went with the goal of like, I want to find something interesting and I want to find something crushable. And I did both of those things. And I know you're going to ask me to name both of them, and I can't because like the night was a whirlwind.
Yeah, it always is.
But that was the goal.
But yeah, it's a fun night.
I turned to Carol and some of the other people we were with, and I was like, man, Kyle would have loved all of this.
Yeah. Unfortunate scheduling conflict.
I mean, it happens.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it was great.
Yeah. And I will say we are going to go back next year. Next year's the 10th anniversary for Bolt's Brewfest.
Very cool.
And hopefully we'll get to do some really cool stuff for them and really, really promote Bolt's Brewfest next year. And
yeah, we'll be more prepared.
Yeah, we will be. Met up with a bunch of local brewers, met up with friends from Von Trapp.
Oh, they were there?
Yeah, Von Trapp was there.
Love those guys.
Yeah. It was just a good time. Good food, good people, great music. Yeah, it was such a good time. I'm sorry you missed it, but here's to next year, man.
Glad it was enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
You sound sad.
Yeah, I mean, I always hate to miss a fest.
Yeah, I mean that's why it's tattooed on your upper thigh.
Yeah, next year's date.
No,
can't forget it.
Hate to miss a fest.
Oh yeah, it's my slogan I live by. I want that on my tombstone.
Okay, can I get that in writing?
Hate to miss a fest.
Listen, if you want it, I'll make sure it's there.
I'll go ahead and buy it now.
Cheaper now.
Set it up in the backyard. Oh yeah, by the time I'm dead, it's a smart idea. Really.
Hold on, the backyard.
Yeah, just have it sitting there.
Oh, okay. You're not in the backyard, though, are you?
I mean, not yet. But just have it set up back there so you got it.
This took a turn. Okay.
Then it'll have some age on it, too. It's kind of like add a little patina on it.
Yeah, I get it now. You're saying put the stone in the
tombstone. Not me now. Like, I'm not dead yet. I'm just saying go ahead and buy it. Save the money. Get the discount now.
Okay.
Let inflation take hold of it. You already got it.
Yeah, it's a win-win situation is what you're saying. Speaking of win-win situations, Kyle, today we are going to try some coffee from our friends at Lineage Coffee.
Yeah, where's that?
Yeah, Lineage Coffee is out of Orlando. They're local roasters to us.
Just up the road?
Yeah, like literally just up the road. We actually reached out to them and said, hey, we'd love to try some of your coffee. Would you send some our way? And they were like, absolutely. We're going to hook you guys up. And they did. 4 different coffees.
Love it.
Yeah. So today we're going to try 2 of these 4 different coffees. I'm gonna read you. Oh, how do I want to do this? I'm going to let you pick.
Okay.
Okay.
Of the 4?
Of the 4.
Okay.
You get to pick location. We've got 2 coffees from Ethiopia, 1 coffee from Colombia, and we've got 1 coffee from Kenya.
All right, let's do a Colombia, and let's do one of the Ethiopian ones.
Okay, cool. I'll pick the Ethiopia one.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're both doing something.
Thank you for including me. Like the little brother is tagging along. Like, I want to play too.
Oh yeah, cool.
No,
Why don't you hold this while we're playing the game? You can be like the scorekeeper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the most important role.
We're playing kickball.
Yep.
You're the umpire.
Yeah, you're gonna be the base. Right?
Okay. All right. So that means we got to go brew some coffee.
Okay.
Follow me. All right, Kyle. So we've both chosen 2 coffees. We've had a play. We've had a hand in choosing these 2 coffees from Lineage.
Gross.
Well, I mean, like we didn't like scoop it out of,
We got our hands in it.
Oh, not that.
Got them beans out.
No, I'm saying we chose today for our episode, Kyle.
Yep.
You and I both played a role in choosing the 2 coffees that we're going to cover. The first one we're going to do is the Colombia Rosado.
That's the one I chose.
Correct.
Yep.
We were starting with your choice for everyone who's following along. So everybody knows this coffee, as most of our coffees, we brewed this in our AeroPress. On the back, Lineage actually gives us some roasting notes and some how to drink this coffee the best. It actually gives 2 for filter and for espresso. And it says, it's best brewed 3 to 21 days off roast. This was roasted on July 20th. So we're in the period.
Wow.
And if we're going to use it for espresso, 6 to 28 days off roast. And technically as an AeroPress, we're kind of making an espresso.
Dumb question.
Yeah.
But school me on this.
I will.
Any coffee bean can be espresso?
Oh, yeah, because espresso is really the grind size. But I'm going to say yes. I know that there's coffee snobs out there disagreeing with me, that there are coffees that are better suited for certain brewing methods. But theoretically, yes, because espresso requires a certain grind size versus...
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
I've always just assumed it was like a specific bean type.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, you can technically brew with whatever you want, but obviously you're going to get better things out of different coffees. Sure. Anyway, so on the Lineage website, there's a veritable coffee novel going on here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. So if you're interested, you can go to lineageroasting.com and read this whole thing. But I am going to read a few things to you and to the listeners. The producer is Julian Calderon. He cultivates Colombia Rosado, a rare and highly sought after coffee varietal. This varietal is related to pink bourbon, which we love. Pink bourbon's a coffee varietal. Like the plant's called whatever.
I think I've ever had pink bourbon.
Actually, I think the coffee you have, we've never had. Penelope Rosé.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close. Following the harvest, the coffee cherries, undergo a 24-hour resting period in the husk. So you start that drying process or the fermentation process in the husk here. After depulping, the coffee is fermented for 48 hours. And that's where you get a lot of those naturally occurring microorganisms metabolize the remaining mucilage to create a broad spectrum of organic compounds and flavor profiles and all that great stuff. And again,
I like a strong mucilage in my coffee
it keeps everything going. You know what I mean?
Sure, slick and
correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try this.
Yeah, that's great.
The bag notes, real quick.
I assumed we would.
Yeah, good. Elevation. This coffee is produced at 1,690 meters. So that's like a mile.
Up in the hills.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's 24 hours in husk, rested first before it starts fermentation, and then it's fully washed. It's Palestina Huila.
Sounds right.
It's from Colombia.
Yep.
I'm not going to read you the tasting notes. I can see them, but I'm not going to read them to you.
Fair enough.
First of all, color.
Amber.
It's brown. It's brown water.
Yep. It's not dark.
No.
I wouldn't think so, but I don't think I would call it blonde either.
No, and
it's a light roast.
Well, see, that's in my experience. Like, yes, the type of roast, like light, dark, in between, whatever, obviously can play the color of the coffee, but the color of the coffee in the glass has more to do with ratios too, or has a lot to do with ratios of beans to water.
Right.
And to be fair, just so everyone knows, we're using a 15-to-1 ratio here, so I brewed it a little bit stronger than I normally would, just because I wanted to.
Fair enough.
And you can write me, Debbie.
There you go. Come at me. Yeah, I would say like sienna, like red sienna.
Yeah. Ooh, red sienna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say why not burnt sienna?
Burnt, I think it tends to go like a little darker.
Oh, okay.
Like if you think like burnt wood.
Yeah.
Usually pretty dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not this then.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably like red sienna.
That's how I would go. Yeah.
Okay. On the nose.
Smell like bean water.
It does.
Like specifically like baked beans.
It kind of does.
Some of them bushes. Which I mean by that, I think it's like a tartness with like a vegetal, and a little sweetness.
Yeah, the sweetness is definitely there,
but it's strangely baked beans.
It is kind of strangely baked beans, but I don't hate it.
No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll drink it.
I love me some baked beans, but I'm also getting a little bit of floral too. Like it's like in the back there. All right, shall we?
Yep,
let's try it.
That's nice.
It is nice.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I think so.
Delightful, not overly bitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something to all the coffee nerds out there, and this has nothing to do with the coffee itself. It has everything to do with me. I feel like it's under extracted, and what I mean by that is I don't think we let it sit enough in the AeroPress. Like AeroPress is usually pretty quick, and we waited about a minute and a half, give or take. But I
didn't do anything.
I know you didn't. You watched me. we were talking.
I cheered.
But you did. Is that what that was?
Supervised.
Yeah. I feel
firm hand grasp.
I got the red mark to prove it. I feel like I maybe under extracted it a little.
Got you.
It's delightful though.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah. That initial note of like honey molassesy sweetness, and like let's be fair, when we said like a baked bean note, that's kind of the sweet that we're talking about.
Sure.
Like to me, I'm
gonna do that thing.
Do it. I feel like that goes away, and I'm left with a little bit of like muted fruity sweetness. But I don't know. I can't pick out the fruit on the package. It says melon jelly and cantaloupe as tasting notes.
Yeah, I messed that up. I looked at that.
No, it's okay.
You're trying to keep that a secret.
No, I wasn't. I mean, like now that I've tasted it, like I don't feel like that like jumps out at me.
Yeah, it's hard for me to like really pull out anything fruit natured, especially to that degree where I would go like melon jelly.
Yeah,
unless that's a specific thing, or unless they really mean like no, we made jelly from melon.
No, I think so. Yeah.
So if that's what they mean, I would assume that would be really sweet, and that'd be like very fruit forward.
Yeah,
I'm not grasping that.
Yeah, it's not dark. It's not brooding. It's not like heavy.
No, it's just a nice, fun cup of coffee.
Oh yeah, and you know what? It's a really easygoing cup of coffee,
and it's not like some of the other coffees that we've had where they're more like what seems like experimental or kind of a wild variety. This is like straightforward. You want a cup of coffee, this is kind of what you expect.
Yeah. I literally, when I sipped it, I was like, Kyle's going to love this before you said anything, because it's not that, whoa, what's going on here?
Yep.
This is in a comfortable wheelhouse. It's giving you all those great flavor notes that you're going to love. It's not pushing those boundaries, but it has an interesting quality to it in terms of like the story. We're aging it this way. It's from a small farm in Colombia, all of those things.
Yep. I think like the roast is a really nice, strong roast. It's not like overly done, like maybe somewhere in like a medium roast.
Yeah, maybe
area. It still has some of that like tartness of like a not overly roasted bean. Like how some like when you really heavy roast the beans, how they get dark and bitter.
Oh yeah,
and almost kind of like a
oily,
grainy.
Yeah.
This is not that. It's still got that like that nice fresh tartness to it.
Yeah, I mean here I'm gonna hand you a bean, because like when you get you gonna eat it. Your dentist is gonna love me. But like a dark roast coffee, you get like so many oils on it, and this doesn't have that. So maybe a medium or somewhere in that range. But this is fantastic. I'm gonna eat it one too.
Yeah, it's good. Still no fruit.
Yeah, but fantastic.
Yep.
I would not be displeased by that at all as my morning cup.
Yeah, for sure. Or if I just went somewhere and just ordered a cup of coffee.
Yeah, like go over to Lineage and grab yourself a coffee.
Which makes me kind of wonder, like, what is their like kind of basic? If you just ordered a cup of black coffee.
Yeah,
is this kind of like what they would recommend?
As a coffee roaster, I'm going to assume that they probably do the whole like today we're roasting this and tomorrow we're roasting that, and kind of do that kind of thing. But if this is not a house coffee, like
house blend,
like you're saying, that really makes
certainly
me
work.
Yeah, that really makes me excited for the other stuff because like that is a fantastic cup of coffee.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah.
Really good.
So we're going to try the other one here in a little bit.
Yep.
But before we get to it, we went and saw a movie.
We did. This has been a big summer of movies.
It has been a big summer of movies.
Yep.
Yeah, because just the other day, we talked about another movie.
Yep.
So we went and saw, since that movie, another one.
Yep.
What were we going to say?
One of the biggest.
Like legitimately, space-wise, one of the biggest.
Yep. Yeah, we went and saw The Odyssey.
Yeah, there you go.
Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
Yeah. Overall, big thoughts.
Big thoughts. Like, coming out of it, we immediately started discussing it and came to the conclusion. Like, we actually gave it the same rating, which was 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Really enjoyed it. It's a movie-going experience like you're not going to get very many times, I think, in your life.
Agreed.
Like, it's an epic.
Yes.
And done by one of the most prolific filmmakers of certainly our time, but all time probably. And so the opportunity to get to see that in the medium where it's meant to be seen, like you should treat yourself and give yourself that opportunity to go and see that event, because this is absolutely like an event movie.
Yeah.
And I don't think you'll ever be able to appreciate it in the same way at home.
Agreed.
Like in the theater, like this is a movie made to be seen in theaters.
Yes. And like I never really truly understood that line of like, you have to see this in theaters until I went and saw Top Gun Maverick.
Sure.
And like, you have to see that in theaters.
Yeah.
And like, I've seen it since and it's still fantastic.
Yeah.
But like seeing that in theaters is a completely different experience. And I agree, this is that same kind of movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure when I watch it, when it comes out on streaming or whatever, my understanding of the movie, watching it on that small format, is going to be completely shaped by me watching it in the IMAX format that we watched it. And we didn't watch it in true IMAX. We watched it in digital projection. It was still like massive.
Right.
But yeah, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that's where we landed, which is good. That's a good score.
I would say it's a very good score.
Yeah.
Very, very good score.
Overall thoughts.
I went into it obviously knowing the story of the Odyssey.
Right.
And I went into it with the kind of like, how is Nolan going to Nolan this up?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like that's just what he's known for. He's known for taking these things, these non-linear narratives, and kind of switching some things around. And so like that's what I was super interested in, is like, how are you going to take this 3,000-year-old story and like Nolan-ify it?
Right.
And I think he did it very well.
Did you see that initial trailer where it was essentially the scene of the Trojan horse, of it being dragged in and then coming out and opening the gate? Did you watch that? Like, I remember watching that initially when it came out like a year ago.
Yeah.
And like, was kind of like, ugh, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is going to really be that engaging of a thing. Like, is that a telling of the Odyssey?
Yeah.
Still going to be like an intriguing thing this day and age to watch.
Same. And I think for me, it's because also like, that's a story that most Americans do in like high school, maybe late middle school, early high school.
Right.
It's a story that everyone knows some bits and pieces of, but like few people, I don't want to say
enough
few.
TV shows have done like a funny
of
episode where they're doing like a take on it.
Sure. Like everyone knows the basic story of like some dudes traveling around something.
They can't get home.
Correct.
Stuff keeps happening.
Yeah. So like it's a story that's told and retold in many iterations. So like, exactly same. Like, how is this thing going to be redone and still land?
Especially in an earnest kind of like straightforward. We're doing like
you're not doing
Troy,
Oh Brother. Yeah,
like we're doing Spartans.
You're not doing Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Right.
You're doing
Spartans.
We're doing oh boy. We're doing Odysseus. We're doing Greeks. We're doing all of this. Like this is not it's not James Joyce's Ulysses,
right,
where he's like wandering around London looking for a cheese sandwich. Like that's not what this is.
Right.
This is like the story.
Yeah.
And in some ways, like, how do you make a story that's been done even within our lifetimes so many times in the straightforward way, whether it's for TV or for movie or whatever, like how do you make that fresh for an audience that's going to love it? And so like I went into it with those hesitations, and leaving it still went, yep.
Well, and I was going into it wondering, like, same way of like how is Nolan going to deal with it, but like how is he going to deal with certain aspects of it?
Absolutely.
Especially like the more mythological aspects of it. Like how is he going to deal with gods and cyclopses and giants and all of this stuff? Like, is it still going to be straightforward? Is he really going to lean into the mythology? Is he going to kind of back out of the mythology? Like how is he going to, what's going to be his interpretation of it?
Yeah. I think it's a good entry point, because for me, it was exactly that. Like, you know, not that Nolan necessarily shies away from certain things, but one thing that he does tend to shy away from is CGI. And like, he'll use it very sparingly. He'll use it as kind of like a seasoning on top of stuff.
Right.
You know, not anything that's like the whole thing is this.
Right.
And so I was wondering that of like
a garnish.
Yeah. You're dealing with these things that are mythological, these things that are, you know, impossible. How are you going to do this?
Yeah.
And so I think, and when we get to things that we didn't like, that's heading in that direction for me. But there's some things that like, okay, you found a way, not around it, but you found a way to like enhance it in a different form and not make it better, but like tell it in a way that like you don't have to put forth all of that CGI and all of that like glitz and glamour, and you can focus on your characters and really like what people go to the movie for is, yes, spectacle, but also like how does the person deal with spectacle? And I think that's what this movie does very well, is it's here's some spectacle, but here's how Odysseus deals with that. Here's how this character deals with that. Here's how this character deals with that.
Right.
And that I think, yeah,
was successful.
It was very successful.
Yeah. The movie opens with a line of text, kind of like a Star Wars crawl of in an age of apparent magic.
Yeah.
And like I was like, okay, interesting. Like, is the assumption that like, yes, there is magic, to which I think certainly there is within the story, but I think that's such a good way of explaining how he kind of applies it.
Yeah.
Because it's not definitive magic. It's not like actual magic. It's apparent.
Yeah.
It's like things happen. There's things that exist that are kind of like, we just don't have an explanation for it. So it's magic kind of a thing.
Well, and that's like,
and it's so subtly used
and that
within the story.
I didn't think about that until you just pointed out of like, that's something that Odysseus himself is wrestling with the entire movie of what does this mean in terms of like, I am immortal. There are gods. There are things that I can't explain. But then there are also like, he's clearly dealing with the loss of a god that he's like believed in and prayed to in terms of Athena the entire time. Like literally the entire movie is in some ways about this loss of faith or loss in belief and that kind of thing too. So it's interesting that it begins with in an age of apparent magic.
Right.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. And it works so well for this version of the story.
Yeah.
Like for you as somebody that's read it, taught it, had a lot of experience with it.
Yeah.
Like, do you appreciate this interpretation of the story? And the changes that he made to it?
Yes, I actually do. And the reason I do is because what we know is like the Odyssey story, the travel around different places, is actually of the entire text of the Odyssey, 20 something books of this long poem. Mm-hmm. It's only a few books in the poem.
Right.
It's pretty short. And all the rest of it is all the stuff that's going on both during and before and after Odysseus being away.
Right.
And so I think that this does a good job of actually balancing the two. So it's not just warrior trickster guy goes off to a fight a war for 10 years and then he's stranded for another 10 years and he tries to get home and then he has to deal with suitors. It's not just that.
Right.
It's all of this subtext and all of this kind of trauma that surrounds it. And that I think they do very well. Now, I think you could very easily go into this movie and just go like, oh yeah, it's Odysseus traveling different places and like seeing cool stuff, and that's it. Because I believe that, and that's how a fair number of people are going to watch it. But I think that it does such a good job of capturing the emotional state of the characters in this kind of scenario,
right?
And that I love, because like maybe the spectacle is not as interesting to me because I've read it, because I've done so much with it, but because I'm more interested in like the reaction to it.
Right.
What about you? What is your relationship to it?
To the story?
Yeah, to the story, to the film. I mean, you've seen other versions in different.
Yeah, like I remember watching. It came out in like the 90s. There was a TV like 2-night event. Thing that was the Odyssey, and I remember watching that, and that was kind of like my introduction to the story. And then like I took Latin in high school, and I know we did some stuff about the Odyssey in that. So like just kind of aware of it, and then like where, oh brother, where art thou, and those kinds of things. And then I think just as well known, obviously, is like the Battle of Troy, and then like the Brad Pitt movie. So going into this movie, it was just kind of like what's going to be this version?
Yeah,
how is this version going to be set apart from everything else? And I thought it was it was like a really refreshing take on it.
So it was satisfying?
I thought so.
Okay, yeah.
And like a take on it that I had never really applied to the story, because for me growing up and all of these other versions of Odysseus, he's always like the Trojan horse, and like him as a whole, like it's seen as like such a smart, clever way to win the battle.
Yeah.
The way that he found a way.
It only took you 10 years to figure it out, though.
Right, for sure. Like, I mean, you tried everything else, and then like as like a last ditch effort, let's try this. And it's always been presented as a win, as like you figure out a way to do it. And so for this movie to take that and completely flip it,
absolutely,
to that was a horrible thing to do.
Yeah, like it was kind
so
of
dishonorable.
Yes, yeah.
And that's like the catalyst that is like the fall of the Bronze Age, is that you did this horribly rude, dishonorable thing. Was so interesting to me. It was such an interesting take on it, because like again, it had just never been presented that way to me.
Agreed.
In any other version. Yeah, he's always looked as like no, like that's what you want to do. Like you never give up. Like to the very end, you still find a way to pull off the victory.
Yeah. But in this way, like he almost committed a war crime.
Yeah.
like
well, and like a religious war crime. Like you did this in the name of like one of our gods, and like you completely like just dishonor.
Yeah.
Like, just absolutely did this horrible thing. And like, and it's a cool thing throughout the movie of like the Zeus's law, and how you completely like wrecked that and made it so that like it's just not a thing anymore. Like nobody can trust anybody, and it's like you see that in the ramifications today of just like nobody does that anymore.
The rational or the realization of the Odysseus's men, where they're like, wait, are we the travelers that we keep hearing about?
Yeah, are we these seamen?
Yeah, that's what it is. Ew.
The men of the sea.
Is that how they're referred to?
Yeah, I think they're. I don't know if they're the seamen, but they're like the men of the sea. The I think it's just men of the sea.
Yeah, are we the villains that we keep hearing about that are out here?
Yeah.
Like, it's actually it is.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of. That's like we are kind of dicks, or it's like when they get turned into pigs.
Yeah,
and she's like, absolutely, like I just revealed your true form. Like,
yeah, this is what you guys are.
They are pigs. Like they're awful.
Yeah, yeah. I think that to me, what you said is like that's what makes this version interesting. Is it's not just again all these huge set pieces that Polyphemus, the giants and all that. It's not just those.
Right.
It's so much interiority that like is also not spoken. It's just how I don't want to give too much credit to Damon. Like I think he's great in this. But like how he's being maybe directed or how he's acting, where you get a lot of that, like, oh, I've done the bad thing. Everyone always sees Odysseus, like for us, we always see Odysseus as this heroic character. And yet in this film, you see him Batman. You see him live long enough to be the villain. And that's a very Nolan thing. He loves to do that in his movies. And I think that comes out and that's pushed forward here.
Sure.
Like he is not this perfect thing, like that we want him to be.
Well, no, and I mean, I think he does a good job of like showing like he gets it immediately. Like by the end of the movie, when you finally get to see his vision of that night, and you see the character that's ends up being the vision of Athena when she gets killed, like he immediately, and he's like looking around at this great civilization that they've built here, and we're just wrecking it on a falsehood, on a lie.
Correct.
And this is going to have ramifications.
Yeah.
I think he realizes it immediately of like all the shit that maybe he doesn't realize it immediately, but like he knows like I'm going to have to pay for this. Well, like this was all my idea. Yeah. I conceived of all of this and it worked, but because it's my idea, I will have ramifications. I'm going to have to deal with this.
Well, the Nolan telling of it all too is we actually see him recognize the wrong thing, or the wrong thing has occurred before we actually see it. So like what I mean is we see him in Hades talking to Agamemnon and several other characters, which is, I love that scene.
Yeah,
but cool. We see him talk to Agamemnon. He's like, my lord, like what's going on here? And he's like, well, I got home and I was killed. And like the entire reason that I was away from my family for 10 years following you, and you get home and you're dead before I can even get back.
Right.
Like all of that all of that time is wasted essentially now. And so then when we see that final vision, when they are sacking Troy and we see that recognition on his face, we already know what will happen to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like we kind of see you see this glimpse, but you don't really know the full nature of what you've done yet.
Right.
Because Agamemnon's going to get on the ship and he's going to go home, and Clytemnestra or whatever her name is going to kill him.
Right. And we did all of this
for nothing
and wrecked this version of society, this version of civilization. We've wrecked it. We've destroyed it. All for what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your brother was with her. No, wait. It was it's Helen that kills him.
No, Helen's with, I think it's her twin sister that is Agamemnon's. Like,
yeah. That's right.
Can't think of his name, but
Menelaus asks.
Yes,
Menelaus is with Helen.
Goes and asks Agamemnon, please raise your army
to help.
I need to go
wife.
get her.
That's right. Yeah. No, I had it right, but like my names are all jacked up.
Right.
And so like, yeah, we did this for 10 years for nothing.
Yeah.
And like, you are the person that I followed here.
And which I liked that too, that they there was like a very brief line of like them explaining like, yeah, like that's what the Battle of Troy was all about. It was about Helen. But like then it was also like but it's also trade routes. And
correct.
Like we're trying to like there's more purpose to it than
Helen
just,
was the catalyst.
Yeah, was like the,
Lusitania.
Yeah. Or I was going to go with like the Franz Ferdinand of it. Like that was like the little speck of an event that happened that we needed this to happen. It was a powder keg.
Correct.
This just gives us the reason to go there.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that aspect of all of this. I really, really, that's what pushes it up for me.
Yep. And I liked the take on it. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a more contemporary base of how you can still use that narrative and the plot structure around it and have a more kind of contemporary interpretation of it.
Yeah.
That I thought was like really cool.
Yeah. And I think like, because you're dealing with Telemachus, you're dealing with Penelope, you're dealing ultimately with the return is such a huge part of this, then you can establish those aspects, which is what the book does, to be fair. You can establish those aspects and kind of like open those up just a little bit so that the spectacle of his journey is that, but then all the real growth happens in those times when he's not in those situations. You know what I mean? Where he can reflect, where he's on the beach with Calypso for 7 years or how long he's with her.
Well, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like most prior interpretations that we've been shown, it is more like, it feels more that like Odysseus is this hero. Mm-hmm. He is this like, he's got the grace of the gods always following him. Athena's always there helping him and Telemachus, and like she's just always present, and like he's just shown more as a heroic figure.
Yeah.
Instead of this way of being more of a damaged, you're being punished. It's not just your hubris and your kind of mockery of like these things that you've done.
Yeah.
And your trickster ways. In this, it feels more like your realization is actually what's causing all of this pain that you're going through.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just a more interesting take on the story than just, oh yeah, no, he's just this, Herculean type hero that just has to keep overcoming all these obstacles until he gets home and wipes out everybody.
Yeah.
And takes back over his kingdom.
Yeah. No, and
I feel like there's just way more intrigue.
It just becomes more interesting.
Not that that's like what the original story was.
No,
but I just like this interpretation.
Well, I think the adaptations we've gotten recently are Odysseus as hero versus Odysseus as broken individual who can do heroic things.
Right.
And I think that's what this does is it pushes that forward.
Right.
Before we get into things that we did not like about it,
nitpicky.
Yeah.
Before we get all nitpicky.
I think there are
Picking
some
the nits.
Yeah, I think there are some nits to pick here.
I do too.
I would love to pick some nits over a great cup of coffee.
Okay.
Okay. You want to go brew another one?
Yeah. Let's caffeinate it up.
Hey, follow me.
Right behind you, buddy. Ooh, a little too close.
Nah, get closer.
Nah, close enough.
All right, Kyle. Hot bean water acquired.
Nice.
Got an heirloom varietal from Ethiopia.
What's heirloom mean in terms of coffee bean? Just an old variety?
So an heirloom coffee is a way to kind of like a way to describe plants whose variety may not be easier to ascertain, meaning like this variety of coffee plant, the Arabica coffee plant has been passed down through maybe generations of farmers. So it's not like a scientifically bred coffee plant. We can't say like,
it's not genetically altered.
well, not just that, but it's like,
It's organic.
well, okay. So like the apples, there's a bunch of varieties of apples, and what we call like cosmic crisp, sure is altered, but it's also like been selectively bred for that. Mm-hmm. Whereas like you can say this coffee is this varietal. Whereas an heirloom coffee, you can't necessarily say what varietal it is because maybe it predates us doing that. This is, I don't know how accurate that is.
Sure.
But that's in my understanding.
All right.
I'm sure someone's going to write in and prove us wrong.
Okay.
And that's okay. I would, in this case, I would love to be proven wrong because I want to know.
For sure. Good to know.
All right. You ready to try this one?
Ready.
Okay.
Hey, I got an idea though.
Yeah.
This time before we smell the wet beans, let's smell the dry beans in the bag because you had me do that before with the other bag.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
We just didn't record it.
We just didn't record it.
Yeah.
So like I think it'd be good to experience that on the podcast.
Okay.
So open that bag and let me smell them dry beans again because you didn't let me do this one yet.
No.
And I'm curious if that will kind of more influence my palate now.
That smells fantastic. Don't look at the tasting notes though.
Yeah, I mean, there's just something magical about it.
It truly is.
Bag of coffee beans.
And that's exactly what you said when we pulled out the first one of like, wow, that smells amazing.
These smell sweeter to me than that other bag did.
I agree.
I feel like that other bag had on the nose. It had some sort of like a.
It's right here. You want to open that one?
Yeah,
it's right there. Just open it.
I feel like this one, the Columbia beans.
Yeah. Ooh.
There's a tartness on the nose on that one.
Oh yeah.
And these, I feel like there's a bit more of a dusty, maybe like hay.
Okay.
And I think there's some fruit on that one.
Yeah.
A little fruitiness.
Okay. A couple specs about this one. I'm not going to read everything to you. Heirloom varietal. We already covered that. The elevation of this is 2,000 to 2,200 meters. The processing method is a washed processing.
That height.
Yeah.
That's where they're grown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a wash processing method, meaning like that's how they're getting the process started.
Okay. How they're getting the beans naked.
Correct.
Washing them.
Yeah.
I got you.
The drying process in some ways. Yeah. It is a Yirgacheffe from Ethiopia.
Yirgacheffe.
Yeah.
I'm Yirgacheffe.
Well, we've had a Yirgacheffe before.
Oh.
With the atomic ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's try the wet beans.
All right. Wet bean water.
I don't think I could ever think of coffee differently.
It's wet bean juice, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
This one on the nose is a little danky.
Ooh. I like it. I'm going to sniff it. Oh, yeah, it is. This one, again, we used a 15 to 1 ratio. So 15 grams of water to 1 gram of beans.
Sure.
Did I say 15 to 15 earlier? I feel like I did. No,
Might have.
I think so.
You might have.
Whoa. Yeah, no. So if you were
I'm going thick.
15 to 1 is what I meant earlier. Yeah, so we did that again, but this time we left it in the AeroPress just a little bit longer to make sure we got that extraction correct.
Yeah, and to say so, like this one is a shade or two darker.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely say. The Worka washing station is located in the Gadio zone of Yirgacheffe, Ethiopia. It's typically grown on small garden-sized plots. The coffee is dried on raised African beds for approximately 10 to 14 days without constant turning and protection from the midday sun and overnight moisture.
I love like terms like garden-sized plot. Like,
yeah,
that means nothing. Like, how big is your garden?
Big is your garden?
You know, like my garden might be
I've been to some big gardens in Europe.
a sixth of a acre.
Yeah.
Or it might be 200 acres. Like, you know,
Got
like
a big garden.
yeah. That's just my garden.
It smells more earthy.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not as bright. I feel like the Columbia was brighter.
Yeah, you could smell that tartness
Yep.
throughout.
Yeah. All right, shall we?
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, that's complex.
Yeah, that's got a heavy bitter.
Yeah. I like that
Like
though.
a woody bitter.
A woody bitter. That's what I was gonna say. It's a little like puckering too. Like not vinegary puckering by any means, but like a little bit of like, ooh.
I feel like it's like that like the is it the pith of like a pecan?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. It's still, to me, it definitely leans sweet. I like the bitter. You got that lovely bitter, and it leans. There's a sweet to it. Like once you get past that initial bitter punch, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's really subtle and it's a really bright sweetness.
Yeah.
That bitter is really complex. I'm dare say going to say like the first sip is kind of off-putting.
Okay.
But it builds and it mellows out and you can kind of stretch through it as you sip on it longer.
I feel like it's a barrel proof whiskey.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
that first, you're like, oh.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's too much.
Yeah.
No, the second, third sips, it starts to stretch out and it's more enjoyable.
Yeah. I think this one's definitely more challenging than Columbia. Like this is not, the Columbia as even keel as that was, this is not as such.
Yeah.
This is a coffee where it's like, well, what is your coffee experience? It's not experimental. It's not weird by any means, because we've had some things that definitely lean that way.
Right. It's going to take a bit more of an experienced coffee drinker to like, oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, I think if you're the kind of person who occasionally visits a specialty roaster and like you get a cup every once in a while, the Columbia is probably going to be more your thing. If you're going to a big chains, you're running on Moon Dollars and that kind of thing, that's probably going to be more your style. The Columbia, it's fantastic and it's an elevated coffee,
Right.
but it's
you went way too
well-rounded.
fast over Moon Dollars. Like let people like hesitate on that for a second.
Okay.
Moon Dollars.
Moon Dollars.
You know what he means. Okay. We got it.
Well, I said running on Moon Dollars too.
Double entendre.
You fancy over there. Drinking complex coffee and using really
I just got back from Europe, Nick. I've changed. Thank you.
I knew I smelled it on you.
All natural.
Oh boy. It's funky in this room.
I think that's just the coffee.
Go back to the nose. That pithy nature becomes more prominent.
Right.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
It's so good. Okay. Of the two, you're going to have your morning cup. Where are you leaning?
I think I would go with this one.
Yeah, me too.
I do. This is more of that kind of, I feel like that jolt that I want to help me wake up.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agree. As punchy as that first bitter is, where it can be like, oh, that's actually what I want. Like I want that like, hey.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
But for me, the reason I can pick it is that it doesn't stay there. It comes back.
Absolutely.
And by the end of your cup, it's absolutely delicious.
Oh, yeah. That is fantastic. And I'm going to say, too, so many coffees for me, as the cup cools off, the coffee becomes like just,
Yeah.
But this got better for me.
Yeah.
As a cup, we slowly drank it down and it gets a little cooler. It got better. It got more complex to me.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. That was That was great.
Yeah, which makes me super excited for the next two in a future episode.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Faux show.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Good on you, Lineage.
Yep, good stuff.
Yeah. All right, you got some knits? You want to pick them?
Yeah, let's pick some knits.
Okay, I'll turn around. You do me first.
All right, take your shirt off.
Oh, well, it's already off.
Oh.
I didn't know that you didn't notice.
They're wearing a sweater vest. Tit for tat? You got one?
Yeah, I do have one. I asked you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My first knit to be picked.
Sure.
One that I keep thinking about, and I've seen it a couple of times, is I get it. It's Christopher Nolan. Mm-hmm. Everybody's dying to be in a Christopher Nolan movie. But the stardom of this movie to where like every single person on screen is a noticeable, huge actor or actress, it kept pulling me out of the movie where I felt like I was watching a play, not a movie anymore. I was never able to fully get past I'm watching Tom Holland and Zendaya and John Barenthal and Charlize Theron. Like it just kept happening every single time a new person would come on screen. It's like, oh, another huge name actor.
Yeah. In fact, I think at one point I leaned over to you and I was like, Charlize Theron is Calypso? Because I somehow I missed that. Like I knew it in the story. I was like, this is right?
Right.
And like it wasn't like that's Calypso. It was she's Calypso. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it to me it never allowed me to like fully feel like I was in it. Mm-hmm. It was like I was watching a play of these actors. Doing the Odyssey.
Yeah.
So that was annoying. I felt like I get it. Like I understand. Like everybody's wanting the opportunity to be in a Christopher Nolan movie. To the fact that it's like, sure, I'll be in it. I could have one line. I just want the opportunity to be in this movie because I know it's going to be a movie that people probably talk about for decades. Like, yes, let me be in this movie.
I mean, hell, Benny Safdie's in it, and do you ever see his face?
See Agamemnon?
Yeah. Like
I'm not even sure who he is. Like, but you do. I mean, you see him when he goes back home.
That's
you
true,
see him for just a brief second.
Yeah, like super fast. Yeah.
But like so many people. Like, it's just like everybody's a huge name actor that it just was kind of like, ugh. I kind of wish like you were given the opportunity for.
I was kind of waiting to see
other people.
Cillian Murphy, like Oppenheimer's in this.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, where's your golden boy? He's got to be up there somewhere. He's one of them Trojans.
It's gonna come out
in
like
the back somewhere wearing a helmet. He's just standing there.
Hey, we're filming on the coast right down the way. You want to come over? Yeah, sure.
Sure, why not?
Put this on. Okay.
Yeah. It was just kind of annoying.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Here's one of my nits.
Okay. Pick it.
I get Nolan's version of not wanting to use CGI. Mm-hmm. I get it because it generally works. It fails almost whole cloth with Scylla. And Scylla's the 12-headed creature thing after Charybdis, which is the whirlpool.
Right.
And so they've avoided the whirlpool, and now they're going through this passage, and you never really see what that is, and you never really see what's happening. But this like creature monster thing is picking off some of Odysseus's men, and it looks terrible. To me, it looked terrible.
Huh. I didn't think it looked terrible, but like I hated the fact that you never got a clear view of it.
And that I think that's part of it.
Sure. I can see that being the case of like you want it to almost be that mysterious.
See,
where you can't, you're not sure what happened.
This is my nit continued. You did that and do that with the Sirens, and you freaking nail it. I never get to hear what the Siren song is, and I love that.
Like there's not English words to it. You mean?
Yeah, like you never. Well, you have the Siren song.
Oh, it goes silent.
It's pretty muffled. Yeah, and you don't hear anything. So which is a great way to avoid even like pretending that this is a good song or a soothing, whatever. It's all of your deepest desires is what this is, and like you avoid it, and it's perfect. But then you give me that thing. It's like. I never get to see it. All I get to see are these weird, like, I don't know, suction army head things that like are worms.
Yeah.
And like, because narratively it moves so quickly from the whirlpool to Scylla, you're almost like not ready for it, and then it happens, and you're
it's like, was that a thing?
Wait,
like,
what?
Yeah. All right, next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like, and for me, it's not just how quick that section moves, but it's like you chose to do that in CGI and it looks shit. Like, cause I can't see it. I don't really know what's happening. I don't have the scope to see what's going on. And like, why did you choose that?
Yeah.
There's one of my nits.
Yeah. You could have skipped it.
Like,
it's not necessary.
You skipped a couple other things. You like mentioned the
and
Lotus
I feel like
Eaters, but
it's
you never
like
went there.
kind of like, I mean, the Cyclops is obviously like a mythological creature.
Yeah.
But like this is kind of also like the only other mythological creature that you really dig into and really like utilize that we have that much interaction with. Like obviously like you have the giants, you know, that one I feel like is easier just to be like, oh yeah, like they're just like Amazonians or like Amazonians, like they're just big people.
Yeah.
The Cyclops is obviously like kind of tough to like rationalize in your head. But like this beast that like is a big gray booger that somehow's getting your guys, and it's like, and it's also like I've seen enough things too where like people are like, yeah, the whirlpool's right there, and there's this gap in between these two rocks. Like, could you not just go around it this way? Like, there's plenty of water.
I mean,
over
I don't
there.
know how sailing works.
Like, I'm sure
like,
that'd be tough too. But like, y'all got oars. Like, just go around it.
You've already rode
you
this
have
far.
to go through there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, give me another one.
The American accents bothered me.
Oh, okay.
Like I said this to you like when we came out of it.
Yeah.
You know, there's just so much right now. Like there's so much Tom Holland media.
Yeah.
And so like I hear him constantly talk all the time. And so to hear him not talking like his Spider-Man accent, not in his Queen's accent, but just like this kind of generic, and same thing with Robert Pattinson. I'm seeing so much of his stuff. So like I constantly hear them talk. So like it's not like from when we were young and like you just never saw like that many interviews and stuff of your stars. So like when they're in their performance, like you're just more easily, I feel like, accepting of their performance. But like it just felt completely off. And I don't know if it's like they needed, I felt like they needed some sort of an accent.
See,
and it be American accent is the one that you chose. And just like the way that they
like
talk.
half your character, half your actors are British, your director's British.
Yeah.
But so that's something that I heard from, I don't know, something I watched or somebody talking about it, of like prior to this, because you're not alone. Prior to this, like so many versions were in like RP or like the received pronunciation British accent. And so like then when we hear all the Americanisms, we're like, wait, that don't sound right.
Yeah, like that
is it that, or would you like them to have like a vaguely Greek accent?
That, or just some sort of like European generic.
Not from Kansas.
Yeah, well, just not.
It's not Kansas.
Not hard American.
Yeah.
It felt like a play.
Yeah.
It felt like I'm watching a play. Like that's not how you would sound. Not that like any other thing else would be right either, but you definitely wouldn't be American. Like, and it just felt not right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with another one.
Okay.
It's too long.
Way too long.
Yeah.
Way too long.
I am not. I'm a fan of a long movie. I love Nolan's long movies. This is too long.
Yeah.
You could find a way to easily cut 20 minutes, if not half an hour. I think that first section, the first maybe hour, could be sped up a little bit. Find a way to cut some things or to speed some things along, especially for a story that like we know. Right. You know,
right.
like
I know where this is going. I know how this is going to end.
Right. And like, I don't know if I need all of the subtext.
Yeah.
And I say that like loving what's going on, but like, I think you could have captured the sentiments that you're trying to capture, and you could have made it shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that last battle against all the suitors.
Yeah.
That could have just been done differently and it happened quicker, and it didn't need to be as long as it was. Like, I get it. They had a bunch of dudes. But like, you know, as he's down here taking out like 140 guys and Tom Holland's upstairs taking out one guy
right.
in the same amount of time. Like that whole thing could have just been wrapped up quicker.
I agree.
My argument to that though is I think it's the right length, but for me knowing like I don't think I'll ever watch this again.
Oh.
because I wanted it to be that length in the theater because I'm in the experience where I'm supposed to view this.
Sure.
I don't like. I said that to you as we left. That was another thing I said. Like, I just don't think I'll ever watch this again. Like, is there any need? Am I going to get anything from a second viewing? Which I've seen people argue that like, yo, you get so much more out of a second viewing, and maybe you do, but that length of that movie will keep me from ever watching it again, just because like, man, it's a plane movie. That's a tough one to get to. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you're in a confined space and you've got nothing else but media in front of you, totally. Yeah, like maybe I'll knock it out at that point in time. But it's like, but that's not where you're supposed to watch this. Like, that's not the viewing perspective that you should be enjoying this. And like, to me, it is like that. Yeah, it's like I'm glad it was that length for that, because like, had it not been for these things that kept pulling me out, I would have been like completely immersed in it. Sure, I would have been like, yeah, like, let me experience this story, because this is probably the only time I'll ever experience it.
Yeah. I got one more.
Okay.
This is a weird one because I actually liked it in the moment, but thinking about it, it's too damn loud.
Yeah, you fought me on that.
Oh yeah, because like
coming out of it, I said that I was like, way too loud. Yeah. And you're like, no, that's what I want.
I literally, like, I remember pushing back, like, no, dude, like that's exactly how. But thinking about it, like, did it need to be? Like, I don't think so.
The Cyclops scream.
Yeah.
And then there was another one. There was another
boat
point.
Scene. It's the boat scene where all the boats are being like destroyed essentially.
Right. Oh yeah.
And you got the storm going on.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It was to the point of like this is starting to alter my enjoyment of the movie. Yeah. It's too loud.
I think initially I was swept up in it and like, yeah. I'm feeling this, Cyclops roar and
right.
I'm feeling these waves.
Right.
But then afterwards I was like, you're not going to be able to experience it that way in any other scenario, but you've mixed it that way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's going to be one of those things of like, as I'm watching it, if I were to ever watch it at home, I'm going to grab the remote and turn that down.
Correct. That's exactly right.
And then once that scene's over, I can turn it back up.
Right.
And that's going to be annoying.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing with Tenet. Like Tenet was the opposite. Like you had all the loud music and all the voices were muffled.
Right.
And like I recognize that that's a choice, or some people I guess have said, maybe Nolan himself has said like there's a reason for that, but just make it enjoyable.
Right.
Like if you want the thing to be loud, cool.
And it's okay if it's like loud for like a moment.
Yeah.
But like that Cyclops screaming, like I was like, is this ever going to end? Like, shut that thing up, man. Yeah. Like,
well, like you turned to
hurry up and get out of the cave.
Tell me something when the storm's going on. I'm like, I think I raised my hand. I'm like, just hang on.
You're gonna need to wait.
Yeah. Like, it's so loud.
It was so funny. Like I forgot about that. Yeah, that was funny. Like it was so quiet right before that too, and I was about to just like lean over and like say something dumb, and then just boom, like. And I stood there for a second. Yeah, I waited. I was like, "All right, never mind. Like I'll get back to you on that." Did you see? Have you seen all of the hot takes recently of the lady that wrote the? She's like the first female to do like a full interpretation of the Odyssey, I think.
Yeah, Emily Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she did maybe around like 2010.
Yeah, relatively recent.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would not have been the one that we would have read in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been more recent than that.
Yeah.
And Nolan like actually gave her interpretation like a shout out.
Yeah.
Initially saying that like, part of this version of it was helped him inspire his take on it. Mm-hmm. But like she came out and like absolutely trashed the movie.
Yeah.
Like personally.
Yeah.
Like it was like, whoa, like calm down. Like it's cool to not like it, but like you're being mean. Like you're being too hard on it, I think.
Yeah. I saw that and I my initial thought was like, why? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Not in any way, shape, or form of like protecting Nolan, because like he doesn't need protecting, but like
Zeus is law, dude. Like let's try to be polite first.
Correct. Yeah.
My
first thought is like you're taking a dump over this movie that's going to make well over $1 billion, and he has shouted out your version, and people are going to go buy that version,
right?
Because he said that, and also like people are going to buy the Odyssey or rent it or whatever,
right?
Steal it, who knows?
For sure. But it's giving your work more clout and
And then it's giving the narrative more clout as a whole.
Yeah. You should just be appreciative that alone.
Yeah. And I'm not saying like to any degree of like she should be like, thank you, Mr. Christopher Nolan.
You don't need to do that.
No, but you should be like, I thought that was an interesting interpretation.
Yeah.
I have my own interpretations, and I'm really grateful that he took some of my work and included in his.
And I just feel like you can still have your take on it.
Yeah.
But just say it in a way that's not so vitriol. Like,
sure.
Like she was like, I would be embarrassed to have written any part of this screenplay or to be attached to it in any way.
Like it was like call what are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, and my first again after I was like, what? I was like, chill. This story is.
It's not your story.
It's not your story. And this is a story that was passed down in oral tradition. And if you really want to get in all this stuff, did Homer exist? Probably not.
Right.
Like we probably went, yeah, we'll just call it that guy because it's like, it's an oral tradition and we're just passing like, come on.
Yeah.
Relax.
Crazy. Like I was just like, that's so disappointing. Yeah. And I was already kind of like, you know what? Maybe I should read it. Maybe I should get a copy of it. And like, he had said her, so I was like, yeah, maybe I'll get her copy of it. Not now.
Now you're like,
I don't want to read your copy now. Like, legit. Like I have no interest in doing that now.
Yeah. Ugh.
I was just like so off.
It's just weird. It's like, weird. Why would you do it?
Yeah.
Unless you have some sort of like, personal affront with Christopher Nolan, or if you're trying to make a political statement, I guess. Like you're like, no. But
yeah, dog shit movie. Hated every second of it. It's not the Odyssey. I don't even know why you called it that. Like, whoa.
Like
calm
again,
down, Chief. This
is yeah, come on.
Yeah. Thought that was odd.
It was a weird choice on her part, I think. Yeah. And but there you made it.
There it
you
is.
Made that choice.
There it is.
You got anything else on the Odyssey?
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the whole thing. I enjoyed the experience. It's nice to be able to see a movie like that. And I think it is like a really interesting that it's his first movie post Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Because their themes are so kind of comparable.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just so cool to like have a movie like that fully embraces what cinema can be.
Yep.
In such a specific, individual, creative manner.
Yeah.
Like to be alive to see somebody like that's actually doing the thing at like such a high level is cool.
Yeah, and I think it like kind of goes back to, as much as I kind of disagree with the Scorsese quote, that the idea of like, Marvel's ruining all of this. I don't fully agree. I understand the sentiment. I don't fully agree. But when you see what he's talking about, Scorsese, in terms of like a movie like this, and you're like, oh, okay.
Sure.
Capital C cinema. I get it.
Right.
Can you eat popcorn during this? Sure. But this is not a popcorn movie in terms of like the colloquialism popcorn movie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, for us to be able to see it in real time and yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
You know what's really cool?
What's that?
This Lineage coffee.
Oh yeah. So good.
It is fantastic. I'm really grateful that they sent it to us for us to try, and I can't wait to try the next two.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
We'd love to hear from you about your experience going to the Odyssey.
Yeah. What's your hot take?
Did you actually see it in like legit IMAX? I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to travel to Miami to do it.
That the closest one?
Pretty close. I don't know exactly where it is, but like pretty close.
Gross.
And I don't have Tom Cruise money to rent out an entire IMAX theater. You know what I mean?
Right. It's a bit much.
Yeah, it is a bit much. But we'd also love to know, what is your favorite Lineage coffee if you've had one?
Yeah. If not, reach out. Pick one.
Yeah. If you're not in the Orlando area, you can go to lineageroasting.com and they're going to send you some stuff. I mean, like, you got to pay for it, but they're going to send it to you.
Get you some beans.
Well, you can get in contact with us through email. It's drepandstone@gmail.com. You can also find us on social media.
It's always one word, Drep and Stone, DREP and Stone. You find us on the gram or Facebook or OnlyFans. And you just find us, and we're on there, and we're doing stuff, and you can subscribe, follow, and like a thing, share a thing, comment on a thing.
Yeah, we'd also love it if you support the podcast. You can do so through Patreon. That's patreon.com/drepandstone. You can tell someone about the podcast. Yeah.
Simple.
You can also rate Drep and Stone wherever it is you get great podcasts like this one.
Always recommended.
Yeah.
And appreciated.
On that note, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
May your glass overflow.
And your ass never show. Your Odyssey ass.
Got me.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.